Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt, and welcome to BatmanGambit here. Longtime viewer of the channel, so always happy to play a game with any of you all. So as I always say this, please friend me on Board Game Arena. Happy to play games as long as you know you might end up in a video, and by might I mean probably. Not always. Sometimes I play offline just for fun because I do like to play this game for fun, but be prepared. So is it these three? Otherwise, it's New York to Atlanta, Duluth to Houston, and Chicago to Atlanta. And that seems like a recipe for I don't have a good time in this game. This is a little bit up and down, which I don't love the having to worry about north-south things, but it is what it is. All right, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. Excuse me, a little bit of a risk here. I would love, yeah. See this, yeah. This is all of a sudden not great. I'm opening myself up to very risky things here with BatmanGambit taking the Vancouver to Seattle. Hey, we don't get burned. I would love to come down this left side here. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to hope that we do not. Okay. We're going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend a pink probably to go Seattle to Portland. I really would love to get the Los Angeles to Phoenix, Phoenix to Santa Fe, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to get it. But now that I've got this, do I? Because it really would be my preferred route. I would like to be able to access the middle. Yeah, this is maybe not the correct play, but I don't care. And I don't always love going right up the middle of the map, but it might be what I decide to do in this one. I'm going to continue to play reckless and risky here and draw off the top. Because no one's grabbed Seattle to Portland, what could possibly go wrong? However, with that said, I'm definitely going to be doing it now. Had I missed out on this, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. Really, the main thing is, if I'm up in this area of the map, I want to get access to all of these cities. It just is much better for me. Wouldn't mind the blue, because I think I would like to go Santa Fe to Oklahoma City. Yeah. So I think how we're going to do it is I also probably want to prioritize Duluth to Sault Ste. Marie. That would probably also be a smart idea, but so once I get a triple there, I don't love always going in the middle of the map, but I also don't want to avoid it like the plague to a point where it's comical. I'm overcomplicating things because I'm avoiding the middle of the map. You know, there's strategies that I like and I don't like, but I also know sometimes you got to take what the game gives you. And the advantage of this down the middle is that it's not hard to get pairs and ones. And we're going to have a route of 5. We're going to have some routes of 3. It's not like we're going to score terrible. Well, that sucks. Guess we're not doing that. It doesn't totally destroy us here. So I think then what we'll do is we'll go 3. Probably sure we're doing this one, but I'm not. I would like to grab Santa Fe to Denver next turn. That would be excellent. Well, now we're altering our plan even more because I'm going to want to go Dallas to Houston. Or do I? I guess my thing is if I'm doing this middle of the map thing, especially early in the game, I'm hooking up as many cities as I possibly can. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it right. So now, yes, please. Getting that done. And now when I get a pair, getting Santa Fe to Denver, not too bad. Okay, that Batman Gambit, you've raised my blood pressure as I have continued to ignore Duluth to Sault Ste. Marie, which not a great plan, usually. Sault Ste. Marie is one of the sneakier... I'm not going to react to that. But Sault Ste. Marie is one of the sneakier places that is more difficult to get in and out of, especially because 2 out of the 4 routes are very, very large. Would love one of these oranges, which I'm going to get. Very, very delightful. Yes, please. And then... I mean, just something off the top, I suppose. So now I will I will not tempt fate, as I have. I'm living on the wild side early in this game. Renegade, train tycoon, sorcerer Matt. And for those of you wondering, I did finger guns there, so just put that on your radar. Okay. So we've played a little bit fast and loose here. So now we need to kind of button ourselves up here. Okay. How concerned am I about Denver to Santa Fe here? I'm not as concerned about this, the Portland to San Francisco. Yeah, I'm concerned enough that I'm going to do this because if I don't get that, all of a sudden the rest of this route becomes incredibly complicated. Okay, yellow probably wasn't going that way, but why risk it? I'm happy with this. And the other reason I am happy with it is that now we got a very clear path, Denver to Kansas City to Oklahoma City. We need pink and yellow for the West Coast here, and then we need black or orange, and then we just need some pairs that we can get kind of whenever. So yellow looks to have some... Yellow is okay drawing here. I know Omaha to New Orleans, I believe, is a ticket. Denver to St. Louis. There's plenty of good that happens here. I'm gonna prioritize. I probably should prioritize the middle here more, just where the map is kind of going. But I also don't want people to draw their tickets and think, oh, there's no one over on this side of the map. I can play now. Don't want people to think that. So it looks like Batman Gambit, you're looking at a Vancouver to Duluth, Seattle to New York. I think that's what we're looking at. I'm liking. Off the top, I think, is the correct move. Well, I don't mind an orange. Oh. Interesting. A little Denver. And then blue, what? Chicago to Santa Fe. Good luck. Something with Houston. All right, so yellow feeling the pressure to grab a wild. Okay, I don't really need that much pink, but thank you. What is yellow trying to get? Yellow grabs another wild. I feel good doing this. The orange would have been great, especially because I can kind of see that BatmanGambit trying to do that. Ooh, Miami. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I'm honestly, I think I'm pretty happy with how things are going here. A Vegas route. Ooh. So I'm assuming there was a draw of a Vegas route. That's very interesting. I like the risk here. All right, BatmanGambit's doing very smart play here, grabbing the big routes. Loving that play here. I don't love the lack of orange and black that we're seeing. That's not really where I want to be, but I do like that draw. So next turn we're going to grab the yellow side of Los Angeles to San Francisco, especially with where yellow is at now. I don't want yellow to start thinking, hey, Vegas is wide open for business. So the question is, what is yellow trying to hook Vegas up to? That is the million-dollar question here. I almost said, well, I would really love a San Francisco to Sault Ste. Marie route. Well, good thing I would love that because I've got it. So this is probably a situation where I should draw to keep up with my opponents. Everything that I need is wild, or I've got wild, and I've got the wild routes, but I've also got routes that are double. And with how people are drawing here, I'm going to have to keep pace. Plenty of great opportunities for us here in the second half of the game. All right, so that's a Vegas to Chicago, but even, I mean, that could be Los Angeles to Chicago as well. So, did we see that in our open tickets? I don't know. I should be paying attention to these things, but it's fine. Okay, here we go. Boop. Let's do it. So, definitely not a Vegas route. Calgary to Salt Lake? Okay, well, Kansas City, Houston, yes. Chicago, New Orleans, no. And obviously, yeah. So, what do I think about Calgary to Salt Lake? I don't hate it. I guess, is it worth, though, trying to get 7 more things when I also need this other stuff, and I probably want to draw some more? It's not like this 7-point routes. You know what? I'm just going to go with the Kansas City to Houston, because I'm going to hook that up anyway. That's happening. And I would rather have something that was just a little bit easier to get. Oh, this is delightful. I love this, because now I'm happy to spend my wild to go Denver to Kansas City. Getting pairs is easy peasy. I do want to solidify those probably sooner rather than later, just because I don't want something weird to happen. But I'm happy to do this. And then I'm happy to draw again. Why not let it fly? So, Atlanta's interesting. So is Sault Ste. Marie and Nashville. I mean, it's this, right? Because, now assuming I can get that route of 1, this is not all that much to get, and the only thing I would need is 3 white, and I already have 1. I mean, I've been playing fast and loose all game, so... I mean, blue's going to grab it right now, aren't they? I guess blue probably needs to go Atlanta to Raleigh. Ha! Okay, does yellow take it? I mean, I really want the 2 white, but I'm not that not that risky. Oklahoma City to Little Rock is probably another thing. I should probably solidify this Oklahoma City to Little Rock to Nashville before I do this. but no matter. I am very happy to grab these 2 white. And then grab Oklahoma City to Little Rock, and then into there. And then now I want to concentrate on getting these routes completed before I get too insane here. Insane in the membrane, so to speak. Why did I think... hang on, I'm just now realizing this. Why did I think I needed to go Helena to Calgary here? I could have just gone Vancouver to Calgary. I still stand by the decision that I didn't want to have to grab... I definitely am not into Salt Lake. That is something I know for sure. So... Yeah. Yeah, I'm still okay with that decision, but... Also, wow, that's pretty dumb. Which, if you're a member of this channel, you know, it's just kind of commonplace that stuff like that happen. Glad we're not in this area of the map. I will continue to reiterate my 4 corners theory, which, now I guess you could argue I'm a little bit more into the 4 corners than, but I'm not trying to get into this area or into Miami, and that makes all the difference. It's not a perfect theory, but it still, I think, applies here. And the other thing is, I have taken some pretty massive risks this game. Grabbing something with Nashville to Atlanta this late in the game when it's so wide open, because anyone could have grabbed it, probably not the smartest idea. Okay, now we just need pairs. I want to get this done. Interestingly enough, too, we have played the most trains, and I am also really liking that we're not destroyed on score either. It's not like we're we're 7 points behind Batman Gambit here. All right, I'll happily pair this, and then I'll just grab something off the top. Well, that's not really helpful, but so be it. Wonder if we had some... A lot of people got these East Coast routes. I would love this pair of blacks here. Yes. Probably should say pair of black cards, because really do not want me getting clipped saying I would like this pair of blacks. Seems like that would be something... Seems like that's bad. So... Anyway, that pair of black cards, excellent. Now we grab Duluth to Omaha. That completes what we've got. And then I think I'm okay drawing a little bit. We all are sitting at 6 tickets. I think there's plenty that we are into that would be delightful. Really, the only thing that's a little challenging here is... We are limited in the options of what we can do with... You know what? I mean, I'm definitely drawing. But we are limited in what we're able to do in terms of... there's not many places I can get to. So this is great because I'm not going to try to get into El Paso here. That's not happening. And obviously Miami is not happening. So it's great that we have this Sault Ste. Marie to Oklahoma City. It's already done. Now, I definitely don't have the game on lockdown here. Oh, that's nice. Is there a round of 1 that I can grab? No, I literally have all of them. So again, this is my conundrum of... I hate doing nothing on the last turn. That's not great. I don't love that. But I'm not doing nothing on the last turn. I'm not to Winnipeg. I'm not there. All right, so this is the ideal situation where had I had a couple more turns, I would have gotten into Calgary. Where, you know what, I take the loss on a 4-point ticket and so be it. Yeah, I am... don't think that was a horrible game. Just that middle area. Getting Sault Ste. Marie to San Francisco and Los Angeles to Atlanta. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, San Francisco to Washington, Portland. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, have a game, Batman Gambit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, you rocked that game. You rocked that game. Oh my goodness. So yeah, well, if posting this for Batman Gambit's sake, man, let's memorialize that game on YouTube. Woo! That is a resounding victory there, and most tickets. So not even that's woo. Woo wee. Yeah, GG everybody. Over 200. Woo wee. GG. Thanks everyone. Alrighty. Well, hey, you know what? I know it's an 80-point... Oh, Batman Gambit, you are too kind. Considering you're at 500 ELO. I mean, this is an 80-point second place. I'm gonna focus on the second place thing here. I mean, this is let's just take a second here. San Francisco to Washington, Portland to Pittsburgh, Seattle to New York, San Francisco to Atlanta with a bunch of other tickets. Most on board. I gotta look at what are the game results here. So yeah, points of claim routes 76. Yeah, 111 from destinations. Woo wee, that is. So the what I would have hit on that ticket had no bearing on this game. It was an inconsequential decision. But seriously, awesome game. Love. I've said this on the channel. Sometimes this happens. Like your opponent just hits the nuts. If you to use the poker term, sometimes you've got pocket aces and your opponent flops a full house when they had a pair of fives. I guess flopping a full house when you had a pair of fives would be, I guess it would be flopping a full house if they had like 5-3 offsuit or something like that. You get the idea. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can just ignore me. So thanks everybody for joining us. Again, shout out Batman Gambit 1 for this game and for hitting 500 ELO, and all of you other people out there that I run into here on Board Game Arena, comment and had subscribed to the channel. Thank you. I believe 5 away from 600 subscribers. So thank you everyone. We'll see you next time.